Hi all and welcome to this tutorial. In this session, we'll be running through asset management on the BEF platform. This includes retiring assets, transferring them, and also cancelling them. To start off, I've logged in to an account, and to view the assets that are under my ownership, I want to navigate to the My Assets tab here. This will then show you all the assets that you own in your registry account. In this case, we've got one asset and we own 10,000 units. Now, first of all, we're going to look at retiring some of these units, and you do that in order to offset a number of these units of your choice. Now, the reason why you'd offset is that it takes them out of circulation and enables you to claim the emission reductions or removals. So to do this retirement, first you want to click the Retire button here. You'll then be given a reminder that this action is permanent. So once these assets are retired, they will no longer be accessible, and this is a permanent action and cannot be undone. Provided you're happy with this, you want to click the Continue button, of which you'll then have the option to select how many units you'd like to retire. Now, obviously, in our scenario, we can only retire a maximum of 10,000 units. In our case, we're going to retire 10. Now, we can actually provide some notes, so a description of why we're doing the retirement, or if we're retiring this on behalf of another organization or individual, and we can type that into the notes section here. We then need to confirm that we'd wish to retire these units, and then we need to input our password and our PIN. Once ready, we want to click the Retire button. Now, if throughout this process you ever want to stop and maybe look at it at a later stage, just click the cross up in the top right corner. But in this case, we want to go ahead. We want to retire these 10 units. So we're going to click the Retire Assets button here. Now, whilst this is processing, do not refresh the page. And there you have it. The retirement has been successful. And any moment now, we'll see the number of units we have available reduced by 10. There we go. Now moving on to transferring assets on the BEF platform. Now, to receive any transfer, you need to have first created an address to receive that specific asset. Now, to do this, you want to navigate to the My Assets tab and then click the Create Asset Request button up here. You'll then have the option to select which asset you wish your account to be able to receive. So we're going to click this one here. And then you need to input your password and PIN. Once ready, click the Submit Request button. And there you have it. We've created an address and can now receive that specific asset. Now, you might notice that there's no button right now for us to transfer any units, and that's because you need to have a premium BEF account in order to make transfers. You don't need a premium account to receive them, but you need them to actually submit the transfer request. Now, to get a premium account, you want to navigate to the My Details tab, and in the My Account plan, there's an option to click the Get Premium button here, and that will take you through the process needed to get a premium account. What we're going to do now is we're going to move over to another account which has a premium account and transfer to this specific account that we're on right now, and we'll take you through the process there. So we've now logged into a different BEF account, and if we navigate to the My Assets tab, we'll notice they have significantly more assets in the account. Now, what we want to do is transfer some of this asset over to the account we were previously just in. Now, first, we want to click the Transfer button up here, and then we select which recipient to receive it. In this case, we want it to go to Demo Organization, or Demo Company, sorry. We input the quantity we want to transfer, which will do 10. Again, we can provide notes as to the transfer, and then we want to then input our password and PIN. Once ready, click the Transfer Assets button. And there you have it. The transfer has been sent, and any moment we'll notice that this goes down by 10 units. Now, what will happen is the recipient will have received an email notifying them of the transfer, and they now need to log in order to accept these units. Now, before we jump back onto the other account and verify that the units have been received, I also want to mention around some of the other buttons you'll notice on this tab. So here you can see there's a button to cancel, and this is only applicable to assets created by the specific project owner. So in this case, this account created this project and issued these assets, and therefore they are the only one that is entitled to cancel them. And this process is almost identical to the retirement process. So again, you'll have a warning message that once this process has been completed, it will be a permanent action, and therefore you can't undo any cancellations. And again, you have to select the quantity you want to cancel and provide user verification. Now, if you've ever deposited assets onto the BEF platform, there'll be another button called Withdraw. And this enables you to select how many units you'd like to withdraw off the BEF platform and transfer back to the relevant registry account. Now, throughout this process, you'll also notice that there is a List Assets for Sale button, and this is available when the assets aren't currently for sale. So here we can see that 4 of these assets, there's this button because there has been no listing created for them. However, for these 2, there isn't the option because there already is a listing created in the marketplace, which you can see in the My Listings tab. Now, for every asset, you can also view more details by clicking the View Details button here. Now, let's move back to the previous account and verify that they've received the 10 units that have just been transferred. So we've logged back into the account we're on at the beginning of this tutorial. And if we navigate to the My Assets tab, we'll verify that the transfer has been completed. So here now we can see that the 10 units transferred from the previous account have now been received in this address which we created at the beginning of this tutorial. Now, once this account has a premium account, they'll be able to transfer to other users, but they are also entitled to list them for sale by clicking the following button. And again, if they ever want to view more details on this specific asset, they can click the View Details button up here.